Xiao Yan's journey began with collecting the last two materials he needed to refine the Soil Spirit Pill. This Soil Spirit will be used by Xiao Yan to fight the Fallen Heart Fire Rebellion. To obtain these two materials, Xiao Yan also took the initiative to meet the old archer in the medicinal ingredients warehouse, hoped that he could at least find an ice asparagus fire fruit or a dragon beard fire fruit. Arriving at the old heat medicine warehouse, Hao greeted Xiao Yan warmly and asked what the young man needed to meet him. Long story short, Xiao Yan stated his goal, which was immediately replied with an offer of exchanging dragon strength pills by old archer Hao. The caretaker of the medicine warehouse invited Xiao Yan to take any medicinal ingredients he needed with the reply of having to refine one dragon strength pill for old archer Hao. An offer it was indeed tempting, especially if Xiao Yan could find the asparagus ice fire fruit. In the end, Xiao Yan accepted old archer Hao's offer and was given access to the white-colored medicinal jade warehouse. Moments later, Xiao Yan had entered into the medicine warehouse of the Jianan Inner Academy, which made him extremely amazed and had to resist the temptation to look at the precious medicinal materials around him. The room was filled with high-quality jade walls, with hundreds if not thousands of wooden cabinets neatly arranged with medicinal material storage boxes. In order not to be further enticed, Xiao Yan hastened his adventure through the medicinal ingredient warehouse by opening one storage box after another that caught his attention. Why was the top floor even more impressive? Because it was this floor that stored rare medicinal ingredients, and on the entire floor of the medicine warehouse storage, the fragrance of medicine spread throughout the room, making Xiao Yan even more impatient to search for the medicine on the top floor. Xiao Yan continued his journey and passed a bright blue tree with a fiery core fruit hanging within it, where the fruit was called an asparagus ice fire fruit that made Xiao Yan admire with extreme happiness, but suddenly Xiao Yan felt the emergence of a powerful existence around him, and in the blink of an eye, a pupil that Yulo could only stare at the asparagus ice flame fruit that had disappeared from his hand. When Xiao Yan was looking for who had taken the asparagus flame fruit, the Pan Gate Master discovered a little girl who was sitting casually behind the medicinal ingredients while holding two rare medicinal ingredients in her hand. Her hand, one piece of asparagus ice fire that just Xiao Yan found another golden fruit called Fajra Bodhisattva. Xiao Yan was surprised to see the girl named Xian eating the Fajra Bodhisattva, which was as hard as black iron, and was even more surprised to see Xian about to snack on the asparagus ice fire fruit that forced Xiao Yan to try to grab it.
你想抢我的东西？我今天心情。
But when Xiao Yan was about to take it, the little girl held his hand, with only two fingers pushing Xiao Yan's body so far and easy. Xian said that she ate those raw medicinal ingredients that were not tasty for an adult's body, and that's why Xiao Yan volunteered to refine to make the medicinal ingredients more palatable for Xian to eat. The little girl seemed to be interested in hearing Xiao Yan's offer and was willing to exchange the asparagus ice fire fruit for the refining medicine that Xiao Yan would do for her, with the threat that if the medicine that Xiao Yan refined was not tasty, Xian promised that he would definitely eat Xiao Yan.
本姑娘想吃就吃，我要一口吃了你！跟那个老头有什么好交代的？
Long story short, an agreement was formed, and Xiao Yan took Xian farewell to old archer Ho first before refining medicine. Xiao said that he had found the asparagus ice fire fruit he needed and asked for 2 sets of dragon strength pill ingredients to refine. At first, old arrow Ho was happy saw Xiao Yan going to refine a dragon strength medicinal pill for him, but the face of the medicine warehouse manager was shocked and annoyed to see Xiao Yan coming with Xian, who kept coming uninvited to the medicine warehouse. Because of annoyance, old archer Ho said that Xian's true identity was not a human, who made the girl become more and more irritated to the point where she finally asked Xiao Yan to go immediately to refine medicine. Rather than causing chaos and having the medicine warehouse destroyed, Xiao Yan immediately complied Xian's requests and moves to a place in the room to complete the Fajra Bodhisattva that the girl had taken earlier. During the purification, Xiaoyan, who was already curious about Xian's true form, began to ask if Xian was a Dawang-class demonic beast because it could perform body transformations like this. It turned out that Xian had not yet reached the Dawang class, but accidentally consumed body transformation grass, which made her turn into a human.
我没那么强，模样再也变不回，就是想快快长大。
It is also what makes Xian eat a lot of raw medicines because they are rich in pure energy to accelerate her growth, and when she becomes an adult demon beast later, Xian will be able to transform her body into monsters and humans at will. The chat was followed by a question about Xian's parents, where the girl answered that she had been alone since she was little and had no parents, and that's why many adult demon beasts bullied her while in the Monster Mountains, because of the excitement of chatting without realizing that some time had passed and the medicinal ingredients that Xiaoyan refined had been refined. Xiaoyan immediately handed a jade bottle containing 2 medicinal pills to Xian while reminding the little girl not to give it to others as it could put their lives in danger. Without thinking, Xian ate the 2 pills in the bottle and was shocked because he just tasted how delicious it was. Medicine that Xiaoyan had refined. Xiaoyan's success in providing delicious food impressed Xian and said that one day Xian would return to ask Xiaoyan to refine some more medicinal ingredients for him. Finally, Xian disappeared from Xiaoyan's presence after introducing himself as ranking one of the Inner Academy's strongest list.
我帮你出头。
Realizing that just a moment ago, he was casually chatting with the most terrifying figure in the Jianan Academy, Xiaoyan was even more curious about Xian's true identity, so he finally asked Yulo, and sure enough, according to Yulo, the great power that Xian possessed at a young age as a demonic beast was enough to tell that her true form is an ancient animal that is very fast. After dealing with Xian, Xiaoyan returns to face the old archer Ho and gives the dragon strength pill he promised to the medicine warehouse manager. Since he is still with the medicine warehouse manager, Xiaoyan tries his luck and inquired about rank 6 water monster core. To old archer Ho, hearing that Xiaoyan was looking for an object at such a pace, could not help but be shocked and at the same time unable to provide the materials that Xiaoyan wanted. But a few moments later, old archer Ho said that he knew another old archer in the Inner Academy who had the item. In short, Xiaoyan and the archer. The old man also traveled to the old archer's house, the owner of the core of the water monster, who was the guardian of the stick tower, who was named the old archer Lu. During the trip to old archer Lu residence, old archer Ho told some things about the guardian of the key refining tower as materials for Xiaoyan to negotiate later. At first, old archer Lu was lazy to hear old archer Ho's voice, but after seeing Xiaoyan also come, Arrow's old Lu did not hesitate to open the door of his house. As if he didn't want his chat with Xiaoyan to be disturbed, old archer Lu cruelly locked old archer Ho outside the house, making the old archer managing the medicine warehouse almost emotional. But old archer Lu didn't care and immediately approached Xiaoyan, enthusiastically asking why Xiaoyan came to see him. Without much Xiaoyan pleasantries, immediately explained that he needed the rank 6 mustard core that old archer Lu had to make the tier 5 tower guard. Immediately startled and did not think that Xiaoyan would aim for the most precious item. Old archer Lu had no problem exchanging the monster cores to Xiaoyan as long as he was able to give him doling pills, which were tier 6 pills. Xiaoyan realized that his ability was not enough to refine tier 6 medicinal pills. Water mustard, Xiaoyan made an offer to exchange the water monster core for the ground lotus seed that he had found while searching for the green lotus core fire.
地火莲子
Elder Lu was interested how fiery energy exploded from the lotus seed with the pure fire energy that Xiaoyan had displayed. That ground fire lotus seed indeed strongly attracted his interest as a fire cultivator, but it would be too embarrassing for him to simply accept Xiaoyan's offer because that was Elder Lu. Asked Xiaoyan to give him one more fire lotus core just now, then the guardian of the key refinery tower was about to reluctantly give him his water beast core, but suddenly heard Elder Ho angry shout asking Xiaoyan not to do, wasting more time with Elder Lu. Of course that made Elder Lu annoyed, especially now that Xiaoyan began to show an attitude of willingness and said that he could not fulfill the request that Elder Lu put forward. At first Elder Lu was still firm on the ground lotus fire seed, but saw Xiaoyan actually gave up the beast's fire core just like that. Elder Lu started to panic, unable to let the pure fire energy slip away from his hand, and finally
就亏你了，成交。